What's up guys, and welcome back to Ideal Setup, where we do desk setup builds, desk setup tours, and cover desk setup accessories. Now, you can't have a desk setup without a desk, and I've covered a lot on this channel, specifically standing desks. I've actually covered about 10 of them so far. So when LIVTAB reached out to me and asked me if I wanted to check out their brand new CyberOne Pro standing desk, I was at first a little hesitant because I thought I'd seen it all. But this thing looked crazy. It did a lot of things. I mean, it's pretty much a full setup as is. In full transparency, this is not a sponsored video. They simply wanted me to give my honest opinion and share it with you guys. So, without further ado, let's build this thing. So as I'm opening up these boxes, I've noticed certain things are a little bit heavier than I thought they would be, right? The legs of the desk are usually the heaviest part, so I kind of anticipated that. But this pegboard, which I assume, because it looks a little bit like the design of the IKEA pegboard, I assumed it was, you know, pretty lightweight like the IKEA ones. But no, this thing is like solid steel. It's actually quite heavy, so I might need some help installing this. After having everything unboxed and looking at the instruction manual, I was happy to see that this was one of the best ones that I've ever come across. Everything was laid out perfectly, which made the whole process easy. Alright, so we got this thing built. Now I think it's time to plug it in and turn it on. Very cool. Yeah, this thing definitely has a vibe to it. It kind of, you know, I love that it's all metal. It's solid. It's very very impactful design, like very in your face, but also very stealth. I also love that it's very mech-like. Like, I have a couple of Gundam model kits, that I've been meaning to get to, and now I really want to build them like right here, just because it kind of matches like the feel of it. Yeah, just very, very cool desk, very different. The closest thing is maybe the Secret Lab, right, as far as the kind of like the feel and design, but I don't think the Secret Lab has this much stuff built into it. So let's dive into the features. Starting with the steel frame, like I mentioned before, this standing desk is very heavy, and the weight feels very evenly distributed. So much so that out of all the two-leg standing desks that I've tried, this one has the least amount of wobble at its standing height. It uses quiet, dual-drive motors that can lift up to 275 pounds effortlessly, which is more than enough for most desk setups. The CyberOne Pro can go from a base height of 29 inches all the way up to 47 inches. Another cool feature is that you can even fine-tune the level of the desk by simply opening up these panels on the feet and adjusting them with an Allen key. The desk also has a built-in 2000 watt integrated power supply in the leg column and 2 built-in power outlets, giving you just a single cable to plug in and making cable management a breeze. And there's also a notch at the back of the desk to help you guide your cables and keep them out of sight. Speaking of cable management, you also get this cable management tray that attaches to the pegboard in different ways. Moving over to the front left of the desk, you also have a 226 watt charging hub with 8 total ports, 4 of them being USB-C and the other 4 being USB-A. All of them are 18 watts except for the first USB-C port, which gives you 100 watts. And one of my favorite features of this desk is the integrated wireless charging pad for your smartphone. Not only does it keep your phone charged, it also lets you angle and rotate it any way you want. All these connection and charging features really make it easy to keep your setup looking as clean as possible, all while being very well thought out and very useful. Now, on the controller to the right, you get access to a lot of the features of this desk, starting with the height controls. You get your up and down buttons, a lock feature, and up to 2 memory height presets. But if you use their smartphone app, you can save up to 10 different programmable height presets as well as controlling the desk from there. You can also control the RGB lights that are located in the back of the pegboard and on the legs through the controller and the app itself. In the app, you can add different color themes as presets to cycle through, like this dynamic one that syncs to your music. And while we're on the subject of music, the desk comes with built-in speakers that pop up at the push of a button. You can connect to them via Bluetooth or just connect to them directly via a 3.5mm audio jack. I think these sound great for what they are and have a cool look to them with their RGB infinity mirror top, which by the way also syncs to the rest of the lights. And for the final piece of built-in tech on this desk, you also have an electric heating and cooling coaster, because why not? Honestly, I think it's a great feature for those of us who don't want to be rushed to drink our coffee and want our drinks to stay chilled throughout the day. They also give you this nice metal cup so you can start enjoying it right off the bat. And like all the other features, you can turn it on and off and control it from the controller itself or the smartphone app, where you can also set a timer to make sure you don't leave it on by accident. Now, moving to the outer parts of the desk, we have this steel pegboard on the back. And as you know, pegboards have become a staple of the desk setup community, and for good reason. They let you organize and neatly store all of your most used accessories. Like I mentioned earlier, the design is very similar to the IKEA pegboards, so much so that you can actually use most of those accessories if you have them already, which is pretty cool. But LIVTAB also sells a really cool single or dual monitor arm accessory on a slider that can be used on this pegboard as well. Over to the right of the desk, you also have this extension frame to give you some extra room, or what most people would probably use it for, an area to place your PC tower in. It has a multi-angled heat dissipation design to keep your PC cool and can support up to 55 pounds. The right shield of the extension frame is also another pegboard that you can use both sides of. Seriously, this is such a great example of design and functionality. Moving to the center of the desk, we get even more storage under it with this built-in drawer. It seems to be lined with this hard, felt-like material, which is a nice touch. And last but not least, we have this hanging storage cabinet / toolbox on the left side of the desk. It gives you partitioned and vented storage inside, plus more storage on top. And you can easily remove it with its built-in handle. This feature alone makes me want to consider building a desk setup in my garage. So, that was a crazy amount of features. And while I think they are pretty awesome, it's time to talk about the warranty and what most of you probably want to know about, the price. The CyberOne Pro desk comes with a 10-year warranty and is currently priced at close to $3,000, which makes this the most expensive standing desk I've ever checked out on this channel. While that may seem a little steep at first, you also have to understand you aren't just getting a basic standing desk. You're pretty much getting a full desk setup for this price. But LIVTAB was cool enough to offer me a discount for you guys to lower the price a bit more. If you use the code IDEAL300, you'll get $300 off your order. So be sure to check the link in the description box below for that. Now, what are my thoughts on the CyberOne Pro desk? I'm pretty impressed with it, but I do have some small critiques that I think could make it better if they ever do a version 2 of this desk. I think it would be really cool if you had the option for a different accent color other than the green, and maybe even a white version of this desk. I also wish the RGB lights in the app had a few more customizable options like the kind that Govee offers in their light systems. And last, a built-in desk mat similar to the Secretlab Pro one would be a great addition that I think a lot of people would appreciate. But more importantly, I'm curious what your guys' thoughts are on this desk. So please be sure to share that with everyone in the comments below. Huge thanks to LIVTAB for sending me this desk to check out, and huge thanks to you guys for watching. Don't forget to check out the description box below for a link to the CyberOne Pro desk and an exclusive discount code if you're interested in one. If you enjoyed desk setup content, don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss the next one. And if you want to see a tour of my current all-black dream desk setup, click on this next video here.